And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Functional Range Conditioning Mobility. We are here today to address issues of weakness in the neck, shoulder, hips, and also knees. Knees today are a big one for a lot of people. And knees don't have much range of ability or range of motion, but we will get in as much as we can. Remember that these classes build on one another. You're building strength around each joint, and that takes time. These are stabilizing muscle groups you're working with, and you're also building more space in the joint capsule itself. So keep coming and use videos on a daily basis to help keep you strong. So we'll start this class with some neck, shoulder, and hip strengthening. So beginning with the neck, come to a seat facing the screen or standing. Brace yourself. Bring your hand on your heart, hand on your chest. That will help you brace yourself. Strong opposite arm, straight spine, tuck your chin. Scrape your chin toward the left until your chin comes about toward your shoulder. Keep pressing your chin back. Keep bracing yourself. Strong body facing forward. Lift your chin. Keep pressing it back. Lift and press. You're exploring the max range of motion in your cervical spine. As you lift your chin, lift your gaze, chin comes up to the ceiling, rotates around to the right. Keep braced. The only thing moving is your neck. As your chin comes down towards your shoulder, press it back, down, back, and down, scraping across your clavicle. Tuck your chin to your chest. Let's do one more set, one more round. Scrape your chin over your collarbone. Press your chin back as you lift it up. Again, exploring max range. There's a lot of fear when it comes to the spine. Maybe you've had injury in the past. This is where you start a new page. Roll your head around, chin pointing up to the ceiling and over to the right. Press your chin back over your shoulders, square your chest forward, brace yourself as you scrape your chin down onto the right. Collarbone and then to center. No pause. Let's begin second side. Tuck your chin, press your chin towards your collarbone on your right. Chin goes over shoulder. Exploring your max range means twisting your head as you lift your chin. Twist and lift. As you do this, you may feel the back of your head touch your upper spine. Roll your head over, keep bracing, strong abs, strong hand, strong arm. As your chin comes over to the side, press it back and down. Continue. Let's roll one more time. So as you activate certain muscle groups in this motion, you are opening the opposing muscle groups. That's just how your body's built. It's how you're able to walk. But joint space is also getting a benefit. Press your chin to the back as you drop it down to the left, scraping along your collarbone and then center. Relax. That's a lot of work. And this class is a lot of work. This is weightlifting for your joints. Gaze up. Tuck your chin. Gaze forward. Let's move to shoulders. Shoulders are one of the most mobile joints in your body. You get 360 degrees range of motion. Your body wants to cheat, however. Your body will naturally want to turn to the arm that's opening. Continue to fight that tendency along with me, because I do it too. So brace yourself, nice strong body. This allows the joint, in this case your left arm, to explore its fullest range of motion. Palm by your side, tone your belly, your glutes, everything, and then reach forward. Make the movement slow, palm facing in. Eventually bringing your bicep by your ear. Start to notice changes where you feel your roadblock. Your roadblock is not my roadblock. Stay with it. Stay strong. Once you do hit your roadblock, flip your palm out. Brace yourself and begin to reach back. This is where you want to cheat. But this right here, this moment, is where you're getting stronger. Reach, reach, reach. Straight arm, back. Keep your chest focused toward the front. Reach, palm out. Leading with the pinky. Press your arm back. Square your shoulders to the front. End with your knuckles at your hips. You'll notice that you're leading with your thumb. Brace your body, reach backward. Think about drawing your shoulder blade closer to your spine, activating the muscles underneath your shoulder blade. Reach back. So this is where things get a little confusing, a little hard. Do your best. Your range of motion will improve over time. You're lifting your arm up towards your ear, palm facing out. Once your bicep is by your ear, flip your palm in, reach forward, stretch forward, bring your arm across your body, and relax. Roll your shoulders up, back, and around. Let's begin second side with the right. Brace your left arm, palm facing in. Steady yourself, brace yourself, and reach forward. The bracing or irritation is helping you keep all of the focus on the moving joint, which is the glenohumeral process. Lift your arm up. Once you hit your roadblock, flip your palm out. Hold and squeeze. Drop your shoulder blade toward your spine as you reach backward. Your range of motion, tough on this side for me for sure. Reach back, back, back. Maybe not so for you. You're getting stronger every time you come. So once you reach backward, square off your chest. Avoid the cheat. Palm is flipped out, pinky's leading the way. Finishing with knuckles facing your hip. You'll notice that your thumb is now leading the way. Reach back. Think about pressing your straight arm back and then center. So your shoulder blade is tucking into your spine. As you circle your arm up, this is where your body wants to cheat. So square it off. Using your muscle, shaking is good. My arm is shaking like crazy. Building more range of motion. As you lift your arm up by your ear, your palm is facing out. Flip it in. Reach forward. Keep reaching forward. Keep bracing. This helps stretch the scapular muscles underneath your shoulder blade and across, ending here. Well done. Roll it out. Coming to a wall for some hip cars. So that's controlled articular rotations. That's what you just did with your shoulder and neck. Let's move to the hips. I will get a prop as you come to your wall. So let's see, I'll turn this way. So facing the screen, we will begin with the left leg, left hip. Brace yourself. Maybe bring your hand on your waist or a strong arm out to the side, wherever you feel more comfortable. Lift your left knee up. Flex your left ankle. Press your knee out to the side, holding on to the wall. Everything's in alignment, toes and knees. You may feel cramping here. If you're leaning, straighten up, hold steady. Now, hold your knee here, lift your ankle. Lift, lift, lift. It doesn't have to go as high as you see. Just do what you can. I know it's crampy. Stay with it. Press your heel back. Just keep your spine straight. Press, 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 press. Bring your knee toward your opposite knee. Keep your knee bent. Irradiate. Press directly back until you hit a roadblock. Straighten your spine. Lift your knee out to the side. Lift your ankle higher than your knee. Knee drops down. This is internal rotation of your femur bone. Lift out, even everything out. Drop your ankle. Raise your knee. Bring your knee back to front and step down. So you probably notice some burning on the stabilizing leg. That's normal. Shake it out. Over time, those improve. You may not even be understanding half the things that your body's supposed to be doing. Your mind-body connection will improve over time. So moving to the right leg is the working leg. Press your foot into the ground. Left standing foot in the ground. Radiate through your right arm. Stand tall. Tone your belly and lift your knee up. Flex your ankle. Just come as high as you can. Bring your knee out to the side. So this automatically causes people to lean forward. Can you straighten your spine a little bit more? Fight that tendency. Once your knee is pointing away, then lift your ankle. Lift, lift, lift. This is internally rotating your femur bone. Your hip strength is building here. This is where the rubber meets the road. Lift, cramping's fine. Stay with it. Irradiate. Bring your knee down. Press it back. Straighten your spine. Tone your belly. Press your heel backward. And rest. Take a breath. Going back the way we came. Nice straight spine. Heel leads the way. Press back, back, back until you hit a roadblock. Bring your knee out to the side. Ankle a little higher than knee. This is where you lean. Can you straighten up? I know it burns. Lift your ankle higher than your knee. Hold. And then drop your ankle down. Keep your knee pointing away from your body. Take breaks if you need. This is, remember, joint strengthening. Irradiate. Bring your knee forward. And bring your foot to the ground. Take a break. Even though that was one round each, usually we do two, you will feel sore from that. Those are stabilizing muscles you are hitting. So moving from the hip controlled articular rotations, let's continue with the strengthening of your hips. Come to the ground. Move your laptop or your device to where you can sit against a wall. So scooch everything over, come against the wall, pretend I'm against a wall. And once you're seating or seated, once you've sat against a wall, bring your legs wider than your body. So lean backward. Practice windshield wipering with your hands on the floor behind you, or just lean into the wall. Lean into the wall. Just side to side motion. Next, bring your hands to prayer. Step your feet a little wider, leaning into the wall. Drop your knees all the way to the ground. Come up as straight as you can. Lean back into the wall and repeat. This takes a whole bunch of core strength. The wall is here to help you. So stay with it. This is slow and controlled is the name of the game. If you're shifting forward, just shift back or practice without the wall. This slow controlled movement is targeting the internal external rotation of your hip joint. It's the use it or lose it time. Last time to the left, slowly over to the right. So that's a little warm up. Let's complete the strengthening of your hips through pails and rails. So I'm going to move the camera down. This is where you need your blocks. You need 2 blocks or 2 equivalent books. Have your blocks ready. You'll place 1 block underneath your head, so on the long side. Your knees will be bent. Rest your ear right on the block. Adjust your shoulders so that you feel completely flat on the ground. Take your opposite block, your other block, between your knees. So get comfy here. Squeeze the block between your knees. As you do so, lift your ankle up. You'll feel the action right here. Brace your body with your low arm. Lift and hold. Hold and lift until you're shaking. You should feel shaking. Squeeze the block between your knees. You'll see my leg is now shaking. That's awesome. You'll hold here. And release down. Lift all the way up. Hold. And from your highest lifting point, flex your ankle. Brace your body and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take the block away. Focusing on the bottom knee, keep your knee at 90. Prop yourself up on your elbow or recline all the way down on the ground. Either way. So, starting here, you're going to press your knee into the ground, a nice heavy knee. Irradiate through your body. Lift your chest. Keep your neck long and strong. Flex your ankle. As you keep your knee heavy, lift your ankle and shin off the ground. Hold until you feel shaking, about 10 seconds, maybe less. Lift it up a little higher. Stay and rest. Lift up to max, your max height. Your knee is heavy, your ankle is light. It doesn't have to be this high. Do what you can do. From your max height, pulse up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. That was just the first side. You did a lot. So let's switch and do the opposite side. Begin by lying down on your block with your knees bent. Slide the block between your knees. Adjust your head so that it's flat on your block or book. Irradiate through your arm. Get strong here. Squeeze the block between your knees. Feel that strong squeeze. Flex your top ankle and lift. So you're lifting your ankle up, ankle is flexed. Adjust your foot forward if you can until your ankle and knee are in the same line. We'll hold here for just 10 seconds, feeling an abundant amount of work right through this spot on your hips. Hold and shake. Your shaking is your body, your stabilizing muscles getting stronger. Lower your foot down and then lift to your max height. Flex, and from this height, let's pulse up for 1, 2. Your foot won't move much. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay with it. And last. Very nice. Release. Take the block away. Prop yourself up on your elbow. The bottom knee is at 90. You're going to have a heavy knee and a light ankle. So now you're moving your femur bone in external rotation. So different method for getting into the hip joint. Press your knee down. Lift your ankle and foot off the ground. Flex your ankle. Hold at your max. You may feel shaking. Again, that is a wonderful thing for you. In fact, they've built machines that create muscular shaking for quick strength. But you are your own machine. Stay with the heavy knee, the light ankle for 3, 2, 1, and release. Lift your ankle off the ground. Heavy knee, lifted ankle, adjust your foot slightly forward from your max. Press up for 10, 2, 3. Keep your knee down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. So let's stretch from all of that work. Come to hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Tuck just your tailbone. And think about your spine. Articulate from your low back into mid back. Press your hands into the ground. Arch your upper back to the sky like you're an angry cat. And then tuck your chin. Lift your chin. Articulate your spine down toward the ground. See if you can, vertebra by vertebra. Make it slow and controlled, lifting your tailbone last. Drive your palms down. Drag your palms toward your knees. Resist by digging your knees in and lifting your tailbone a little bit more. Tuck your tail. Press your tail to the left, up to the sky, into the right, and reverse. If you think about drawing a circle with your tailbone, that's what you're doing. This is called barrel rolling, and it does address 360 degrees range of motion in your lower back. Press back to child's pose, hips to heels, maybe forehead on a block or on the ground. And release. Coming to some knee strengthening. So come close to a wall, sit against a wall, and you pretend I'm against a wall. Adjust your sits bones side to side so that you are grounding down through your sits bones. This places your pelvis in a neutral tilt. Flex your ankles, straight spine. Just this, flexing your ankles with a straight spine, is going to strengthen the muscles around your kneecaps. Relax from that. Take your hands on top of your patella, so that's your kneecap. So one set of fingers on each patella and begin to shift the patella around in circles and then reverse the circles. So continue around and then reverse. Notice if you feel any crunching, any pain, and then observe where that would be. That may help you if you have knee pain in not self-diagnosing, but understanding what's going on with your knee. So if the pain is below or to the side or above, just help. Floating your patella in its normal 360 range of motion is really important. You're getting rid of or addressing scar tissue and connective tissue tension. Release. Let that go. Let's work on strengthening the knees. So sit straight up against the wall. Fingertips are on the ground, ankles are flexed. Stay in this position. This is plenty of strengthening for you, but if you would like to go deeper, lift just your right leg off the ground. And then lower. Adjust your body and reverse. Left leg up. And lower. Adjust your body. Focusing on the right. Flex your right ankle. Press. So you're engaging the quadriceps. Up, your thigh is going down, but lift your heel off the ground. Thigh goes down, heel lifts. This is very, very subtle. Put your hand on your leg. Feel the muscles that are working. Everything around your knee. You're stabilizing the kneecap, the joint. Relax. I know it burns. Maybe massage it out a bit. And then coming to second side, left side. So start by flexing your ankle. Think about only lifting the heel off the ground, just the heel. If you get cramps, put your foot back down, but just come back into it. Bring your hand on, or both hands maybe on top of your thigh, your knee, your shin. Feel everything that's working to keep your knee in place. Doing this while you watch TV, for example, several times, maybe both feet at the same time, over time will work to keep your knee healthy. So let's come to the hamstrings. Bend your knees slightly. Lean against the wall. Drive your heels down and toward you. Down and toward you. You can put your hands on your hamstrings to feel this working. If you have a yoga practice, bridge pose is doing this naturally for you every time. Relax. Keep your hands on your hamstrings. Dig your heels down and try to drag them towards you without moving. Notice how they're working. You can press into them. You can feel your hamstrings working. So knees getting stable from all sides, including the back. Relax. One more time. Press down, drag towards you. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Knee, pails, and rails. So you'll hear these terms often in class. As we go on, I'll explain them further, but until we do get to that point, just join me in exploring knee range of motion and strengthening. So the knee doesn't have a lot of range of motion in the 360-degree realm like your shoulder does, but your tibia, so this bone, is the indicator of range of motion. If you hold your thigh, flex your ankle, dig your heel in, you can see by putting your hands on your tibia that you can shift it side to side. So let's start with your right. I've got my left leg tucked under. You don't have to have it that way if it hurts. Be sure to be against a wall for support. So holding on to your thigh bone with your right arm, support your knee, with your left, flex your ankle, dig your heel down. Look and see that when your foot externally rotates, your tibia bone follows, not your knee and not your leg, okay? And then come center and then go internally rotation. So you can see there's not a lot of motion, but there's a lot of stuff here that's getting stronger. So let's begin. Flex, dig your heel down, hold on tight to your thigh. So maybe switching arms, taking your opposite arm to the inside of your hand. Come to the max external rotation that you feel comfortable. Keep your ankle flexed so you'll feel action here, but the target area is right here, medial knee. Hold your leg in place as you press your foot out. If you had physical therapy, they would do something very similar for you to improve your range of motion in your knee joint. This is about a 2-minute hold. You're almost done. Now stay here. Stay where you are. Press your foot into your hand. Press your hand into your foot. This is not exactly a tug of war, but it's a war. Come to your max pressure. Hold here. Maybe you're shaking. Fight it. Use your hand. Press your foot into your hand for 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Come to more range of motion. You just got a little bit more out of the knee capsule. Hold. Press your foot into your hand. Resist. Press your foot into your hand. Resist. Hold your max for 3, 2, 1. Relax. Come to a little bit more range of motion. No pain, just sensation. Stretching here for 3, 2, 1. Release. That's so much work. So take a moment to get out of that. Changing sides, not feet, but going internally, rotating internally. So address the urge to tilt your knee in by hugging it tightly. Hug your thigh in. Keep your ankle flexed. Externally rotate. So not a lot of range of motion here. Don't feel bad if it doesn't look the same. It's just how you're built. So hold on tight. Use your opposite hand to come to your max amount of internal rotation. Your tibia will be off center. It's going this way. Hold your knee in place. If this hurts your ankle, flex your ankle a little bit more. We're just holding for another 30 seconds. This is where the rubber meets the road. Press against your hand. Use your hand to resist. Maybe 30% and then gradually up to 100%. Come on. Hold. You're building a stronger outer knee. Resist the urge to give up. 3, 2, 1. Hold where you are. Bring your foot into more internal rotation. Tibia tilting just a little bit more this way. Knee firmly in place. Again, press your foot out. Hold it tightly with your hand. Hold and press, press and hold. Come to max effort for 3, 2, 1. One more round. Get another millimeter if you can. Stick with it. I know it's uncomfortable. Hold and now come to max. pressure out as you hold it with your hand. If you're shaking, please know this is working. It's your indicator. Drive your heel down, hold for 3, 2, 1. Well done. Baby your ankle. I know it worked hard. Point and flex through your foot. Roll around. So knees don't have a lot of range of motion. And that's why they get in trouble sometimes, because when they're weak, when they're overpowered by quadriceps, they fail sometimes, and they don't want to, but they do. Dig your left heel into the ground. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on with your right arm. Hold your thigh in place. Take your left hand to the inside of your foot. Use the wall for comfort. And again, this leg can be wherever you want it to be. So the tendency is when your foot rotates out, your knee goes with it. So hold your knee in place with your hand. Flex your ankle and then come to your first edge. Your foot may only tilt just a little bit. That's okay. And another thing about knees is that, as we hold here for a minute or two, is that you may be like, I am not feeling this. It's working, trust me. You're strengthening. First of all, you're opening medial knee joint and then strengthening the outer knee. That's what we're going for. Okay, we've held here for about 2 minutes. So this is where we fight. You're going to fight for more strength. Hold on to your thigh for dear life. Try to press your foot into your hand and press your hand into your foot. Begin. So max effort. Let's hold here for 10 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Don't move your foot. Bring it out just a hair more. Hold on to your knee. I bet you just found another baby millimeter. Come to second round. Press and resist. Keep holding on to your thigh for dear life. Press, resist. I know your arm's tired. Stay with us for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold here. Don't move. Find a little bit more external rotation. Keeping your thigh in place. Just a little bit more. Last time. Max pressure. You've got this. You've only got 10 more seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Roll your foot around. Switch arms, left arm hugging your thigh in. Keep your ankle flexed and neutral, and then coming across to the opposite side of your foot. So internally rotating the tibia. Hug in. Come to your first edge here. This is just where you know your thigh is not moving. Your ankle is flexed. Your tibia has just tilted out to the side, just a hair. Hold on strong. We'll be here for 2 minutes. A 2-minute stretch before we go into pails and rails. So this is where, when you do these, what we call the pails and rails, what we're doing is we're opening up more space in the joint. So that helps not only build a stronger joint, but you have more space to move around in. You may have scar tissue in this knee, and that's exactly what we're dialing into that. A couple more seconds. Okay, you ready? 3 rounds, 10 seconds each. Let's do this. Try to bring your foot back to neutral, but resist with your hand, the little tug of war. Hold on to your thigh very tightly. tone your belly. You'll feel shaking. You'll feel sensation. I know your arm probably feels like it's getting tired. Hang in there for 3, 2, 1. Hug in tight. Bring your foot into internal rotation because tibia bone follows. Another inch. Hold here. Now resist. Try to lift the outside edge of your foot into your hand. Stop that lifting with your hand. Max pressure, getting after it, holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay where you are. One more little bit of movement here. And go. Try to bring your foot back to where it wants to be. Resist. Be strong. Lift, but fight it. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. So that's also obviously a lot of work for your arm, your ankles. So roll everything out. We have some fun for the end of class. Toe and finger articulation. Toes are very important to keep healthy and in full motion. So it may be easiest for you to stand up as you work. I will come close to the screen so you can see what my toes are doing. Toe articulation. So come to an easy stance and wiggle your toes. See which toes want to move and which ones don't. So starting with the great toe, just lifting your big toe. Lift great toe as high as you can. And then release. Without rolling too much in, keep your great toe down, but lift the other 4. And sometimes the little guys don't want to pay attention. But see how it goes. You're building strength in your toe joints. Release, wiggle it out, and one more set. Big toes lift. The other 4 press down. And then switch. Great toes go down, the other 4 go off the ground. Without knocking your knees together to make it happen, that's cheating. You're building strength in your toes. Relax, wiggle them around, maybe come up high in your toes and rocking back on your heels a few times. And release. Finding a place for your hands. You spend a lot of time in the day grasping. So this is the anti-grasp for you. Hand and finger articulation. So just pick a hand, whatever works for you as you come down to the ground. You may be sitting up on a chair doing this on the table. So lifting just your thumb off. Lift it up a little higher. The rest of your palm pressing down. Lower, lift just pointer. Notice if you're surprised at things. Sometimes your fingers just don't do what you want them to do either. And now lift middle finger and hover. And then ring finger. Why are you doing this? Because the finger mobility that you build now will help you later if you have arthritis in your family. Lift ring and down, and then middle, and then pointer, and then thumb. switch sides. So as you switch, so it's interesting to see which hand is less willing to cooperate. Let's start with your thumb. So just notice how high up your thumb is coming. You are activating the muscles. You can see the muscles working. So stretching the palm side of your thumb, but making the knuckle side of your hand stronger. And release. Pointer. So if there are fingers that want to come along for the ride, notice that. Press your palm down into the block or table. Lower, middle, lower, ring. Ring finger is notoriously weak. See if your ring finger can get up a little higher. Lower, and then pinky. Release. Back to ring. To middle. Pointer. And then thumb. And release. Take the block away. Let's stretch the joints of your fingers. I will come close so you can see what's going on. We've practiced this before. This is from Mayo Clinic. So palms facing forward. You're bending just your second and first joints of your fingers. So I'll show you side profile. And think about bringing your finger pads to your palms. For some of you, that may not be possible. It's normal. It's arthritis sometimes in your family is precluding that. Bring your fingernails together to help the process along. Thumbs are straight. Press your fingernails together. Bring your thumbs to your chest. Bend your wrists, lift your elbows, and stretch through your wrists. Do the best you can. These are baby steps. Release. Open your palms, stretch. And you are finished. Thank you for joining me today. It's a pleasure seeing everybody. I will end the recording and then post this on my YouTube channel, Becky Kalajian, on YouTube if you want to access it. I'll call it FRC for Needs. That way you know what to look for. And ending. Thank you, everybody. Oh, here we go.